On this episode, I talk about my interview with Daily Refinement and PSA no longer accepting cards from this alleged trimmer. This is Dave, and welcome to the SVA Card Collectors Podcast. What is up? What is going on, everyone? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Baseball is back or coming back real soon, so can't wait for that. Last week, I did an interview with Daily Refinement. Hop over to YouTube, give a good listen. I thought it went really well. Hopefully, you guys can learn a thing or two or three. I know I learned a thing or two from him. Spoke to him afterwards. Really nice guy. I've been following him for a long time. If you're really looking to get into eBay, outside of even just selling sports cards, just selling anything, I suggest you follow him. He has a real analytical approach. Really smart guy. If you're looking to build a big business online, I would suggest following him. Saw some stuff on the internet. Oh, before I get into that, guys, I need some submissions. Right now, there's only 3. For writing a nice little article, I could post it on my website. The top guy will get $50. The second place will get the booby prize, which will be a Topps Project 2020, which I got even more that I forgot that I ordered. 10 of Naturals, Ted Williams, and Sandy Koufax from I don't know who the hell. So now I got more of those I gotta get rid of. I got plenty of Topps Project 2020 of when they were printed really high, not now, the way they printed nice and low now. Yeah, so you're going to get one of those. Also, saw a lot of banter about some gentlemen getting booted out of all these different Facebook groups, and also PSA will no longer accept this person's submissions. The guy's name is Luis Molina. You might see him. He has a bunch of tattoos. He usually wears plastic gloves. And how I knew about him was I saw an autograph that didn't look too great on a Bowman, and then he cleaned it up, and it looked pretty sweet. And I was going, damn, Daniel. I wish I could do that. And then I'd see this guy getting kicked out everywhere. Apparently, he made comments on trimming some cards to get nice and sharp cards. We'll get into what that means if you're new to collecting and you're trying to get cards graded, and you hear people talking about trimming and altering and what's good and what's bad. It's really funny that PSA is going, hey, no more of these shenanigans, when they're all about shenanigans, but that's beside the point. Wanted to go over what was being released this week. Not too many things. 2 things are of note. 2020 Donruss Optic Baseball. You can actually pick it up for a decent price, which I'm shocked. $120 for a box of cards. Hobby box. You get 2 autographs, 10 prisms, and 20 inserts. Ooh! If you see a first off the line box, you get 3 autographs, 1 cracked ice prism, and 20 Pandora prisms. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. So there's that going for you. I don't know why I hit off this. You also have coming up 2020 Topps Sterling Baseball. This is a little bit more money, $950. This only comes out, 10 years ago was the last time it came out. I thought it came out last year, to be honest with you, but I was guessing wrong, because Cardboard Connection is pretty correct on this stuff. It's 1 card per pack, 2 packs per box, 10 boxes per case. You get 1 autograph and then 1 additional hit. So 1 autograph relic and 1 additional hit. Boy, it better be a damn doozy. Talking about rolling the dice here. Yeah. I think it's because they're so rare. It's like only to 10. So you got that going for you. So if you get it, you're going to be guaranteed that it's going to be only out of 10. Whoop-de-doo. But if we go back to Optic real quick, I just want to give you this 4 cards per pack, 20 packs per hobby box, and 12 boxes per case. So you get that. So there's 12 boxes times 2 autographs, so there's 24 hits per case break if you're into that crap. What is a case break? It's basically when, and I'm saying this because I think you have some new people coming in, all 5 of you, and you're new to the hobby and you hear case break. Basically what it is you have a case. And usually there's 12, 15 boxes in a case, and it gets divvied up by team or per spot. And let's just say the case is $1,000. They may go, all right, there's 30 teams. You do the math. Let's just say it's $100 per team, which I know it's not. That would be $3,000, but since I can't do math too good, so in either case, basically gets divvied up by team. They open up the box. If just say you get the New York Mets, whatever hit that's there, meaning any autograph of any Met is who you'll get. And if there are no autographs for any Mets, you get nothing. So it's pure gamble. Just like the Topps Sterling. 1 out of 10. Whew. Wow. Anyway, what were we talking about before with Luis Molina? They said in the comments that he insinuated, maybe even said it, not too sure, because everybody deleted his stuff and deleted him from every single group known to man. And I guess people were also were submitting cards to him. And so people who even associate with him, they're looked down upon. They're bad people because they want their cardboard, nice and neat and clean. And apparently a little trimmed. I have a video, I'll link it in the description, of how I cleaned baseball cards. And these only work with Bowman Chrome, if you're into Prism, stuff like that. Stuff that's very shiny and has a smooth thing, like a Dunruss Optic. You can do it with that. And basically, you get wax, and you wax on, and then you wax off. And any scratches in there, maybe this thing fills it up a little bit, not much. Maybe some print effects from the company. You use this method, it works pretty well. If you have any dog tails, which is basically where the corner is being pulled back, you basically are just, I show how you put it right back. And that's pretty much it. I'm not gluing anything. I'm just, if it's folded out, I'm folding it back in, if you have that. And then you press it down, and you don't press it like you're trying to squeeze it. So, there's other things that people do, and that's so nice. But basically, you just put it on a bunch of other cards or a book, and you put it on there so it's pressed down so that dog tail isn't, it stays there. It's a little bit harder if it's on front of the card, because then you'll see the crease where the point where the corner lifted up, and when you put it back, that crease right there will be a little bit hard to get rid of. Outside of stuff that is actually cutting it out or whatever, I don't know how to do it, and that would be no bueno for PSA for anyone really in the hobby. I think there's a agreement on that. And what this guy, from what I gather, did was what is trimming? Trimming is basically using an X-Acto knife or using something to cut the cards to make it really sharp, that edge sharp. If an edge isn't looking too good or a corner isn't looking too good, you get a knife or something and you cut. There was a huge scandal about a year ago where PSA graded cards were trimmed and they were coming through and being graded at PSA 10. Most of these cards were actually originally graded by PSA, and they were older vintage cards, but some newer as well. People would buy them, trim them, resubmit them, and get a higher grade. And sometimes it'd be hundreds, sometimes it'd be tens of dollars, and sometimes it'd be thousands of dollars. it was a pretty big scandal in the hobby. Nobody really gave a crap because people still submitted their stuff to PSA. No problems. The only problems they had were with PWCC, who had a decent amount of involvement in it, as well as with the shill bidding, where they're telling people that they should, bid stuff up. But PSA, pretty much the negative publicity made them even more famous, and so they really didn't feel too much pain. They actually felt good. It felt good. So them saying, "Hey, we're not gonna take your doctored cards anymore. You have to pay us under the table like everyone else." I don't know. No idea. I don't know what this whole racket is all about. But anyway, that is PSA's deal, and that's what's going on with that. What was else? Oh boy, it's gone. My brain's gone. I don't know if I spoke about this last week. I know Fridays went missing. That was because the interview was on Thursday, and then I just figured, you guys can listen to that. But I won't do that again. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. But I bought a bunch of 1996 cards. Bunch of them. I was going on Baseball Cardpedia, where they have it, where you can go by year what sets they have, and then from there, you can go through. And I'm in a 1990s inserts kick, and I'm buying them pretty cheaply, and I really just like the shiny ones. And so I'm looking at the cards, the raw cards, and seeing which ones look good, so I can eventually get them graded. Some I will, a lot of them I probably won't. I'm looking for a PSA 9. That's my goal. If I can get a PSA 9, that's damn good. PSA 10s will be very, very difficult to get because these inserts are semi-rare and really hard to get in good condition. They might be like to 5,000, which you go, well, that's not that big of a deal. There's plenty of cards, to 5,000. They don't even make those like that in the new ones. True, but there was millions of boxes made, and good luck trying to find them. And I don't know about millions. This is in the mid-90s. They probably cut production decent amounts. It's not millions, but still, it would be pretty difficult to get the grade. People took, banged them up. They did whatever they did, and so. And there's not that many grades either. If you go to PSA or Beckett Pop Reports, you'll see that there's not that many of them. Now, it could be because nobody gives a crap. Could be. Or it could be people just haven't focused on it yet. And that's what I'm betting on. And so that's what I'm doing. I've talked about this a couple of times, so I'm not going to get too crazy into it. But I did get a 96 Pinnacle Power, the complete card set. I bought that. Dunrest Leaf Preferred Barry Bonds Steel Power, and that's the 5,000. I paid $2. The one I really like is the Ken Griffey Fleer Zone insert. I paid up for that, $20. Really shiny, really nice looking card. I got one 96 Leaf Preferred Steel Power Ken Griffey Jr., which I paid $11 for. Again, I think I paid up too much. 96 Fleer Zone Barry Bonds. I got that as well. Now, the Leaf Preferred came in a box, and it was in a card saver that you would use to submit to PSA, which is different than a top loader. And it also came in a box with styrofoam peanuts. Yeah. So I wasn't too happy about that, even though I think the card was fine and it looked exactly like the card on eBay, which it wasn't a gradable one, but still is a really nice looking card. And since I'm collecting these, I'm happy with them. It's the only thing that I'm really collecting because A, it's cheap and it's guys I like. I really like Ken Griffey Jr. I like Barry Bonds, Derek Jeter, A-Rod. These are the guys that I liked and watched growing up. So there's that. And every once in a while I see a comment about A-Royd with the steroid. I don't care. To me, you sound foolish when you start talking about, but they did steroids. So who cares? They still have to hit the ball, but it'd be doubles, okay? So then they have a little too many home runs. There's plenty of people in the NFL who did drugs, who did whatever they did. They served their suspension. I don't ever hear anything about it again. Never. It doesn't come up. Why? Bunch of baseball, bunch of fancy pantses, I think. Fancy pantses? I just made up a word, pantses. But that's what I've been doing. On that end, I submitted some cards to get graded. It's been a while. I think the biggest thing was I didn't have to pay right up front. So I'll pay in the back end. Some of my inserts, my 90s inserts, are going to be in there, as well as some newer cards. I took a chance on a lot of them. I don't think I'll do as well as I typically do, because I rushed it a bit. I had a bunch of cards I was ready to get graded, and then I was looking at them again, and I was second-guessing myself. I didn't really clean them as best as I could. I made sure that if it was a chrome, I made sure that it was wiped at least, but I didn't do my due diligence, as they say. So next month I'll do that. I'm going to have them ready to roll, but they're going to be a decent amount of them. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in 2025 when PSA gets around to grading them. And that was another thing I saw. SGC is two months now. Beckett's terrible. PSA is terrible. And then these new comic book grader guys are going to be coming up, and we're going to crap on them as well. So I don't think grading, it is what it is. They're not going to do anything because we keep on giving them our money. So until we say, hey, go scratch, it's not going to happen. Same thing with hobby boxes, prices soaring up. Stop buying them. You'll see what happens. And we're going to see that pretty soon, I think. But that's beside the point. All right, guys. It's that time. Head over to svacardcollectors.com. A lot of good information there, especially for guys who are new. Or ladies, a bunch of ladies now coming on. I saw some comments, some emails, very nice. FlickChat, download the FlickChat app. It's getting a little bit better. People talking a little bit more. I think with baseball season coming around and basketball coming up too, we'll get more chatter and we'll see more spikes in cards and some drops in cards, because nobody's gonna give a crap, because we're going to be out of this preseason hoping and wishing how people will do, and then we'll actually have actual results. So we have that as well. All right, guys, you know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later. You've heard me talk about StarStock. They've been a sponsor of the show for a couple of months now. Well, now you can deposit, purchase cards, view in your collection, and flip those cards back on the marketplace with so much more to be built. StarStock is building a sports card marketplace aimed to be faster, cheaper for flipping sports cards than any other platform. They're currently looking for people who want to submit their cards to sell on this new platform. Here's what StarStock is offering. 5% commission, no ingestion fees. You send in the cards, they do all the work. Cards are guaranteed and secured in the vault. I seen the little guy, his name is Pepe. He doesn't let anybody in or out. You could choose cards to ship back to you at any time. You can buy, flip, store, or ship cards with a click of a button. If you're interested in getting involved and sending those cards, contact Mike at mike@starstock.com. Again, StarStock is only looking for rookie cards and are prospects of current players. Head over to starstock.com.